What Your Deceased Pet Wants You to Know, Afterlife, by Cherokee Billy. I know you're an animal lover like I am, or you would not be listening to this video. Throughout my entire life, my closest relationships have been with animals. Long before I understood my abilities, I was able to communicate telepathically with all of my animals, starting from the age of 3. I've had everything from turtles, dogs, cats, birds, mice as my companions. Each one holds a special place in my heart. Last year I lost my precious cat, Isis. She was the first cat I ever had, and the most intelligent old soul I have ever encountered. She helped me in more ways than I can ever express. I was not physically in her presence when she had to pass. She was far away, seeing a specialist, but I was on a cell phone, and I talked to her all the time as they gave her slowly the injection to help her pass. I know that helped her. She has appeared repeatedly to me since her passing. I'm enclosing some links to other videos I've done on Isis and about animals having souls. I know that these videos will bring comfort to each one of you. Many people contact me who are saddened by the loss of their beloved pet. I thought it would be helpful for you to know what your pet wants you to know after they have passed. First thing, number 1, you did everything correctly. There is nothing you or anyone could have done differently to save them. The time at which your pet's spirit leaves the world is no one's doing, it's no one's fault. Everything that needed to happen did. Your pet wants you to know that there's absolutely nothing you could have done differently. You did everything exactly right. Number 2, they choose you as their parents. Your dog, your cat, your bird choose you as the one who would make them feel the most love and bring them the most comfort and joy while they were here, and you did. Your pet wants you to know that you were and are the perfect parent. Number 3, they understand your sadness, but would rather see you happy. As a spirit now, your pet knows that sadness is part of the grieving process, but they wished it wasn't. Remember how when they were alive, they would snuggle up next to you, sitting by your side, or on top of you? Whatever you were feeling, sad or feeling bad, they wanted to make you feel better. Just like you thought, and they still wish this for you. They want to make you happy, even now. They don't want their exit to have brought pain. In fact, no one does. But they understand that this is part of the process that humans go through. They want you to remember the happy, love-filled, and joyous times you spent together, and look back upon them with gratitude and thanks. They believe the time you spent together was a cherished gift, and that this gift is a call for celebration and smiles. Number 4, they know you loved them, and hope you know they loved you back. Your pet doesn't want you to wonder if they knew how much you loved them. They do. They know it. It is sad that grief is the final gift of love given from one to another, and the depth of that grief is a measure of the strength of the love between the bond. They know how deeply you loved them, and they want you to know that they loved you back in equal measure. Number 5, they're still right by your side. You aren't alone. They aren't gone forever. They're still right by your side, and they always will be, if you let them. The spirit world exists right alongside our physical world, and while your pet no longer may be occupying their physical body, they're still with you in spirit. And remember, that's who you loved in the first place. You loved their mannerisms, their attitude, and their personality, all elements of their spirit. You didn't love them for their fur or their looks or one ear that stood up above the others. Mostly you loved them for who they were as a spirit, and that little spirit still exists right beside you. After they pass on, your pet wants you to know that they still cuddle up next to you, still join you in bed, and still want to be with you. So remember that. 6. They still want to do things with you. They're still here in spirit form, and they still enjoy your company and want to do things you always did together. If you used to ride shotgun on car trips, or they used to love accompanying you on hikes, bike rides, or jogs, or they used to love sitting on your lap, your pets want you to know that they still enjoy doing those things and still want to join you. All you have to do is invite them along, pat the couch beside you, and encourage them to jump up, or give them the okay to hop out of the car and accompany you on the hike. 7. They don't want you to regret the way that they died. Nearly all humans have some sadness or regret about their pet's final moments. If you had to carry your dog into the vet to be put to sleep, your dog doesn't want you to regret this choice. It was their time to go, and they chose to be in your arms as they took their final breaths, as their spirit left their little body. Your pet wants you to have no regret and to have no sadness. They want you to know that these were the choices and the times for them to pass, and they were honored that you were there with them. You did exactly what they wanted. 8. They know you often loved them more than you loved yourself. Even if you didn't have proper food to eat, they know you somehow managed to buy them food and treats. Your pet knows that you often showered them in more love than you ever showed yourself. They know this, and they have deep gratitude for your love. This is exactly why you were the perfect choice as their parent, and why they want to thank you for loving them, even when at times it seems so hard to love anything at all. They loved you more than they loved themselves. Your pet was an individual too. They had things they felt badly about and things that they knew could be improved upon. They felt they were unworthy sometimes of love, just like we all do. You were always supported, always loving, and always doing, even at times when you thought you weren't. Your pet loved you and loves you more than you'll ever know. They still want to be a part of your life. You can learn to feel it too, and learn how to connect with your pet in their new spirit-only form. I'm sure some of you have already done this. For those of you who've not done that, here's how you get started. First off, all you have to do is trust your intuition and your inner knowingness. If you feel like you've heard your dog's claw tapping on the hardwood, you did. If you feel like you saw your cat lying on the bed for a split second, you did. Or if you've been crying and you feel a heavy tingling sensation leaning on you, you did. It was them wanting to comfort you. They want you to be happy again. The good news is, when your time comes and you cross the rainbow bridge, you will be reunited with your beloved baby. Let me connect you with your deceased or living pet today. As an intuitive, I offer distant sessions by phone in which I can connect to pets both living and deceased. Over the years, I have communicated with every pet from horses to hamsters, and it's been a real pleasure to talk to these lovely beings. So give me a call at 786-375-5434. You can learn more about my services at my website, CherokeeBillySpiritualadvisor.com. Be sure and sign up for my newsletter when you visit, so that you receive the latest information from me on a regular basis. Also, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for listening. Many blessings. This is Cherokee Billy.